So Hume City has a large population of Aboriginal families. We have, in the past 4 or 5 years, the numbers have increased remarkably. And we've found that the families, although there are some significant vulnerabilities, there are also some strengths that in the work that we've done, we've really tried to work with the families to build on those strengths. One of the first things we did about 4 years ago, we started a playgroup for 0 to 4-year-olds based on our Babies in Hume program. So it was play-based attachment, teaching families about connecting. We had elders attending the group as well. And, the group would ebb and flow. There would be some families that would come every week and others that would come and go. But there was a beautiful connection that was made between the children and the families and the Aboriginal parent engagement worker as well. From that group, we realised that for some families it would be worth trying to make a connection earlier. So we got in touch with, through Best Start, with the local maternity hospital, the Northern Hospital, and started up a monthly women's circle, pregnant women's circle. Whittlesea Council also came on board, and it was a monthly group where women were able to share stories and ask questions. It was safe, very confidential, culturally safe. Space where, there was a meal that was shared. We would have craft activities, or there would be some health promotion sessions occasionally. But it was mainly about the women being able to really ask questions in an environment where there was no judgment. Or I think one of the things that surprised me, although I shouldn't have been surprised probably, was how many of the stories that were shared were of grief and loss. And so I think it was, for that reason alone, it was a very powerful circle to run. From that, we were able to make connections with women antenatally, which meant that our maternal and child health nurse who works with this community and the Aboriginal parent engagement worker were able to go in at the home visit and already had a relationship formed. And some of the health promotion messages, some of the health choices that women make when they're pregnant, we were able to have an influence where the women, because it wasn't, we really didn't want to be that kind of didactic health promotion group. It was more about what is it that the women are seeking. So our maternal and child health nurse and the Aboriginal parent engagement worker they will make contact with the family, do the home visit, and then depending on what the family wants, whether they would then continue in the universal service through the maternal and child health centre, or whether we would continue to do our work through assertive outreach, really wanting to maintain contact with families that have many other concerns, really, and it's very difficult for them to get to appointments sometimes. So we just really wanted to make it very easy for them. Our boorais group, we have the maternal and child health nurse also attends that group, so she will do key age and stage checks at the boorais playgroup. And at times we've also actually done immunisation, but we don't tend to do that too often. It scares the kids away. We also do a Welcome to Country, which is an annual event where the elders will gather. We'll have a ceremony to mark the new babies that have been born in that year. They will get a certificate and a plant and family portraits done. And the families really love that opportunity to come together. We share a meal again. And it's just one way of building on the strengths of community and the strengths of the elders as well.